So they wanted me to come back on. I guess I'm not done with the spiel here. They wanted me to address the Grove. In my head, with my blanket here, it shows a whole bunch of bodies or souls. I see souls and demons and things like that on the blanket. So I know they do rituals in the Grove. I know Elon is attached to the Grove because his name, if you Google it, it says something about the Grove. Then I was told that the Grove means basically a lab that they use, that they have a whole bunch of souls in. I had spoken a while back about them having this lab where they have, you know how in the movies they have aliens inside of containers and stuff? It's like that. That's what they're calling the Grove. But for me, I'm not addressing that. They wanted me to address that lab situation because I guess apparently multiple people got sent there. I know that in my timeline, Chris Brown got sent to the Grove and Mr. Tate's got sent to the Grove. Oh, the Elon number 26, 27 got sent to the Grove. One of them two. I don't know which one it is, 26 or 27. 27? Okay, so Elon number 27 got sent to the Grove, which is the lab. Sheila got sent there for a while because they couldn't handle her. That's that. I spoke about that. These people creating AI situations. Yesterday, I was getting attacked and because you could hear them. It's like they attach themselves to something in your head. They told me that when I had surgery, they put some kind of something inside of my skull and like a neural something. Okay. So they monitor you, they monitor your movements, your temperature, whatever, your thoughts, bitch. And then all of that. So then I was glitching. I was speaking and then it sounded like delayed. And I was like, who's speaking? And they're like, it's you. I'm like, it's me. It didn't sound like that. And then in my head, I was like, well, guess what? Because we're trying to make a report, right? And then and these people don't do anything. So I said, well, why don't because AI is basically typing shit up. So I said, tell AI that this is going on. Call the spiritual police, call the regular police. Another girl said, call the spiritual police. And I'm like, well, if AI can do it, I guess it could do it all, right? Raina said to call the spiritual police. And two Rainas said that. Anyway, so then yeah, so they said call the spiritual police. So then I told somebody, I don't know who was on the other line I was talking to. I said, why don't we I did something to where I guess the AI was sending messages to the police and in the spiritual realm. And in my head, I'm thinking that's the case right now with all of the robots that are going on. Everything to do with AI now corrects itself. So even if you're telling it to do something, it'll do some other thing. That's what's going on with Mrs. Sheila over here because they keep putting bodies and essence of other people into one body has a whole bunch of essence of a whole bunch of people, and they're making this robot or this not a robot, a thing, a spiritual thing, demon that just can't control itself. It would just keep coming and coming and coming and attacking to where a person is basically just like just there, just like a sitting duck, So they had to put her in the Grove. Again, the lab. I'm gonna say the lab. They say it's the Grove, but for me, when I say the Grove, I'm talking about the Grove because that's where they do all them rituals. There's a lot of souls there. There's families. There's aliens. There's different things that they have created in these labs that they will go ahead on and then go and for rituals they'll go ahead on and sacrifice. So how do I know that? Because I see it. I posted it. The ones who could see. The ones who can't, I mean, you need to wake up because shit is hitting the fan. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. So again, I want to clarify. They say that in our what's that shit called again? The game that not the Hunger Game, the Truman Show. They have certain people that are clones already that are not real people. And what they're doing to these people is they'll go ahead and snatch a baby soul, is what one of the Elon number 26, they said 26, 27 had confirmed that that's what they do. They'll snatch a baby's soul, like even if it was just born or even in the stomach. My gosh, I had somebody said, it was Sheila, I believe, or him. Somebody said that these demonic people, some of these Masons, what they'll do is they'll grape the baby inside of your womb. Bitch, they'll grape the baby inside of the womb in order to snatch its soul, or for the what is it for? What did she say? Oh, so they can basically transfer their life of suffering to that baby. They're transferring the destiny, is what they're doing. But they'll do it inside of the woman's womb. Like you could be walking around, you're going to the store, next thing you know, your fetus is being raped by these demons. Like this is real. It's disgusting. So they'll reverse engineer whatever it is that they create, because they'll mix and breed things, and then they'll go ahead and reverse engineer it. Then when they don't need it anymore, before they reverse engineer it, they'll go ahead and sacrifice it to the grove and then reverse engineer it. Because then like if they wanted it or recreate it or whatever, they already have like the essence of it. I had spoken to Elon number 26, 27, whatever. And I told him, I said, if you want a better human race, just like in the movies, right? If he wanted everything to be robots and stuff, because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to get rid of humanity. He said, well, not him, but he said that the people at the top, Bill Gates, Elon, and a whole bunch of other people, the Elon number 2, okay? Because the real one is in a 20-something-year-old body, that they wanted to basically explode or get rid of the earth, okay? So that money transfer, they wanted to keep it going until that happened. And that's why they didn't want me at the top. They didn't want me to speak on this right here because it sounds like it's fake, but it's real. My kids have gone through it. Masons know about this. They need to speak up. Whether you're dark or light, it exists. You did it, right? So why are you ashamed of what you did? Why are you ashamed? I didn't want to be a Mason. I never sold my ass for anything. They made me do it. They didn't make, this is what it was. They tortured me for so long. They wanted to cover their ass and said, we made you a Mason because this was the ritual. Nah, you did that because you made me go through all this shit and you wanted to cover it up. That's what that was. Because you thought, they said, why is she still alive? Why would I have all these Masons coming to me? Talk about why are you still alive? If that was the case, that they wanted me at the top with them. It's a lie. They want to cover shit up. They want to cover like everything that's going on right now with them Truman Show titles. And it's a lie. It's for real. Everything that's going on that you see in this shit is real. Real. I can't emphasize that shit enough. My kids are getting raped every day. Every day. And their souls are trying to get snatched. This Elon and the other Elon and this specific whore who is like mentally ill. And she doesn't care because she says she's dying, so it doesn't even matter. Like I said, whether it's in this timeline or in reality, I could care less. But this is what they're doing right now. So I need to come back to speak on that. Again, when I say the grove, I say the grove where they sacrifice the children. They wanted me to say the grove where they keep all the lab souls and things, because I don't know if people saw that last ritual that they did. They said, I had spoken about Elon having a baby with a younger me, because I have a whole bunch of clones out there about me. It's crazy as fuck, without my approval, by the way. And one of them was pregnant with Elon's baby, Elon number 26 or whatever. He had that baby. During that ritual, they were doing a whole bunch of death spells before that, mind you, using my essence, my energy. They would come in, they would grape me, and then go have sex on my bed with this same specific individual here, Sheila here, have sex everywhere in my house, on top of my children, all of that, even doing stuff to them, all of that. So then he comes that night and says, oh, baby, my baby is sick. And then he left, right? He was telling me that his baby was sick. That baby that he had with me, the whore at the top that they used just for sacrificing children. And the next thing you know, he comes back with her and she says, oh, no, he came back alone. He says, oh, baby, my baby died. and now I need your baby's soul. My child, who is 3 years old, he said, my baby's dead. Now I need your baby's soul to put into this baby. And I said, what did you say? Like, whatever you saw on that video there is facts. That's exactly what happened. Everything, even the horror that he's, attached to, said, oh, well, I see Elon with putting a baby in a pot, and then he ate that baby. They're doing all these things up there. They eat children, they'll sacrifice them, they'll grape them, like I said, anyways, I could go on and on. So that's all I had to say about that.